Thanks to RAINPOINT for sponsoring today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been following me for a while, you know we've been working very hard in the backyard. In January this year, we finally broke ground and started our big backyard makeover project. Well, it's July now, and after tons of DIY projects, the backyard is mostly finished. There's still a handful of projects that we want to do out here, like make a dining set, a grilling station, and finish off the workshop. But I feel like we're finally at a good point where I can reveal the whole space with you guys. I know one of the most asked questions will be about cost, so I made a spreadsheet and broke everything down, and you can find that in the description below. Like I mentioned before, we did a bunch of this work ourselves, and I made a DIY tutorial for each of those projects. In this video, I'll briefly describe the projects that we did, and I'll share a link to each of those video tutorials in the description below as well. If you enjoyed this backyard reveal, hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me. Let's check out the backyard. First step was to clear some trees and remove concrete. There was a big tree that was leaning towards the house that had to be taken down. We had them take down a few other trees that were either in the way or were going to be replaced for more privacy. We also had them remove the tree stumps. About a quarter of our yard was concrete. The concrete was old and cracking and needed to go. This definitely wasn't a project that we could DIY, so we hired someone to remove all the old concrete. With a nice blank slate, we started our first major project, which was the floating deck. We had all the framing and decking material shipped right to the house. We built the deck on concrete deck blocks. I have a 3-part series on this floating deck, and you can find the videos in the description below. After the deck was finished, we had tons of sod to fill in. We bought this St. Augustine grass from our local nursery, and it was super easy to lay.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage.
Before we get into the next project, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, RAINPOINT. Here I have the RAINPOINT Smart Garden Watering System. This system could not have come at a better time. We've added tons of new trees, bushes, and other landscaping, and it all has different watering requirements. So we're going to build a smart irrigation system with RAINPOINT. Here I have the 2-zone irrigation timer, the weather station, and the soil moisture sensor. The irrigation display hub stays inside. Here you can view indoor/outdoor temperature and humidity and adjust your itinerary and watering plan at any time based on changes in weather. This is the 2-zone irrigation timer with 2 independent outlets. It can work for 2 separate areas to run the watering plan according to any schedule I set. Next is the soil moisture sensor. The smart system can provide fast and accurate feedback on soil temperature and moisture, helping the system determine when the vegetation is thirsty or over wet to turn on or off water supply. I've installed the devices. I have my soaker hose set up and ready to go along the bushes and a hose set up to water the orange tree. I've already connected all the devices in the HomeGuard app according to the instructions, and now we can test the system. Let's just test it for 5 minutes. There it goes. What's great is that you can create a custom plan right here in the app according to watering needs. Check out the RAINPOINT links below if you'd like to set up your own smart garden watering system. Next up are rolling planter boxes. Devin and I really wanted to start a little veggie garden, so I built these raised planter boxes out of cedar. I installed some casters on the bottom so we could roll them around into the sun or into the shade when needed. I have a video tutorial on how to make these as well as free plans if you're interested, all linked below.
Show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Quit my job, never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my.
The next major job was concrete. This wasn't a job we could DIY, so we hired a company to pour some new concrete. We had them pour a slab for the TUFF shed workshop in the corner here, as well as a big walkway to extend to our garage in the back of the house. I've included the cost of concrete and the cost breakdown linked below. The next project, which seemed never ending, was landscaping. There's tons of landscaping work that I didn't show. It seemed like we were always doing landscaping. I prepped this area, took the privacy fence down, and repainted this brick wall because we're going to be planting some new privacy hedges and sod in this area. In the middle here, we have a cute orange tree, and we're so excited for it to start producing fruit. The next project is painting the house. I didn't love the gray-blue color of the house before, so I went with a warmer off-white color. We went with the color Revere Pewter by Benjamin Moore. We power washed the house, scraped and sanded everything down. There was tons of chip paint, and then I used my paint sprayer to spray the entire house. Once again, you can find the video tutorial for this project in the description. This AC unit fence cover was a must. We built this beautiful deck, but the AC unit was such an eyesore. I had these slat boards left over from a previous fence that I took down and wanted to reuse. So we used 4x4 posts and set them in the ground. I added some cleats and then attached the slats with brad nails. Last but not least, the biggest project of them all is our TUFF shed. We custom designed this shed to match our house, and TUFF Shed delivered the entire thing in pieces and then built the shed on site in one day. This was such a cool experience. The TUFF Shed team was amazing, and this shed is going to add a lot of value to our house. This is going to be the new workshop and headquarters for Home with Stephanie, and I've already started a series on YouTube. I'll link it below. I'm finishing off the entire inside of the shed and documenting it every step of the way. There you have our backyard makeover from start to finish. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of how everything came together. All the projects are linked below. I've also linked that cost breakdown as well in case you want to get an idea of cost for your own backyard projects. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.